Hello everyone and welcome to the 2014 4v4 Smashball season. In the first match of the whole season, we have the Brussels Sprouts versus the Iskandar Dragoons. For the Brussels Sprouts, we have Monkey as the forward, Speed Freak on halfback, Pollocky also on halfback, and Hamp as the goalie. For the Iskandar Dragoons, we have Working Gull on forward, Bork on goalie, Fluffy on halfback, and Dragon Slayer on fullback. Now, to my understanding, Dragon Slayer is not an ordinary member of the Iskandar Dragoons, and he's just a ringer for this match. I could be misinformed on that, but this should shape up to be an interesting game. Hamp is one of the fastest players in the league, and he's playing on goalie. We'll see how that pans out for the Brussels Sprouts. Game's about to start in 5 seconds. And the ball is dropped on the center pedestal. Both teams are racing to pick it up. And it'll be Speed Freak for the Brussels Sprouts. Speed Freak dawdling in the center there, but heads straight for the goal room. And just bobs and weaves right around Bork, putting instantly the Brussels Sprouts on the board for 7 points. Working Gull picks it up for Iskandar Dragoons. He meets some resistance heading into the goal room, but he eventually makes it past. He's having a hard time hooking around, passes up to Fluffy. Fluffy tries to dodge around but can't quite get past Hamp and fumbles. The ball is rolling around in the goal room. Pollocky picks it up for the Brussels Sprouts. He races out into the middle through upper, and he dodges and goes straight through the goal room. Passes clear across to, I don't know who that was, but it was fumbled and intercepted. And now Working Gull has the ball for Iskandar Dragoons, hits the pillar, passes up to Fluffy to get some speed back. Fluffy passes it back to Working Gull, having met some resistance. Working Gull is just dancing around outside the goal room, and he fumbled the ball. Pollocky picks it up for the Brussels Sprouts, races back out into the Iskandar Dragoons goal room. Bork with his spider mines fumbles him. Working Gull picks it up for Iskandar Dragoons, and he's flying out of the goal room. He's now in the Brussels Sprouts goal room. Can he get past Hamp? Hamp catches the ball and throws it up to Monkey. Monkey runs it out into the choke. Goal room. And let's see if we can get it past Bork. He passes up to Speed Freak, who's sitting right behind Bork for the run. Opening up the Brussels Sprouts lead by another 7 points. 3.5 minutes, I'm sorry. That's 1.5 minutes into the first round. Working Gull picks up the ball for the Iskandar Dragoons. Gets hung up on a choke, but he's in the goal room now. He tries to pass up to Fluffy, but fumbles on the pillar. Speed Freak quickly snatches the ball up for the Brussels Sprouts. He's meeting some resistance leaving the goal room. Bork is right on top of it, and he fumbles. Working Gull with the pickup. Out into the middle. Passes up to Fluffy. Fluffy into the choke. Can he sneak past Hamp here? Let's see. He's dodging all around the goal room, waiting for a pass it looks like, but he fumbles a pass to Dragon Slayer. He obviously meant to target someone else, but Monkey snatches it up, passes back to Speed Freak. Speed Freak out of the choke, into the middle, into the choke again, and the other team's goal room. Passes up to Monkey. Monkey fumbles to Bork. Bork picks it up. Bork's waiting for the perfect pass, but he just fumbles on the fence. Dragon Slayer with the pickup for the ID. Up to Working Gull. Working Gull is struggling to get out of the goal room there a little bit. But he's starting to pick up speed again and passes up to Fluffy to make up for lost time. Fluffy dodges all around the choke. Passes up to Working Gull, finally getting the Iskandar Dragoons on the board with 7 points. 2 minutes left in the first round. Speed Freak snatches up the ball for the Brussels Sprouts. And he just dodges right around Bork like he's not even there. Bringing up the Brussels sprouts to 21-7. Working goal with the ball for the ID. He gets stuck in the choke, has no one to pass it to. As soon as he reaches the goal room, passes up to Fluffy, but Ham stops the interception. He passes up to Pollock. Pollock is running it out. Passes up to Monkey. Monkey goes to the goal room through upper, platform, back to Pollock, and Bork with the interception. Passes to Dragon Slayer. Passes to Fluffy. Fluffy gets fumbled by, I didn't see who that was, I think it was Pollock. Pass is fumbled. Working goal with the interception. Taking it back to the Brussels Sprouts goal room. He tries to pass it, but it looked like Hamp intercepted it and passed it up to Speed Freak. Speed Freak passes up to Monkey, meeting heavy resistance from Bork and Dragon Slayer. He passes back to Speed Freak, and Speed Freak fumbles into the cage. Working goal with the pickup for the ID, very nicely there. Races out of the choke, right across middle, and into the goal room. Working goal tries to work his way around the goalie, and it looks like the ball just keeps changing hands until Monkey comes away with it here, running it back to the ID goal room. That was a beautiful cross-court pass to Pollock. And Pollock tries to pass to someone in the goal, but Bork is on top of it. Sounds like a lot of knockouts going on down there. Working goal with the ball, throws it away at the last second. It's the end of the first round, and BS is up by 14 points on the Iskandar Dragoons. Even though the ID had a little bit more possession time, they just couldn't score like the BS. And Working Goal wins the race to the ball. And he fumbles a pass to Fluffy. Pollock with the recovery for the BS. He takes upper choke to the upper goal room entrance, passes up to Monkey, to Speed Freak. Speed Freak, Working Goal, fumble Speed Freak. Fluffy with the recovery for the ID. Having a little struggle getting out of choke. Nice cross-court pass to Working Goal. Working Goal racing around into the goal room. Passes up to Fluffy, but Fluffy just can't quite get it in there. Speed Freak with the recovery for the BS. Ball changed hands there a little bit. Speed Freak eats a couple of spider mines for dinner. And he fumbles to Dragon Slayer. Pollock with the recovery. He tries to go for the shot, but Bork's still on top of it. Fluffy runs it out for the ID. Going every which way across the court. Passes up to Working Goal, who can't quite score on Hamp. Speed Freak picks it up. He's running out. Up to Pollock. Pollock takes the upper goal room again. He passes up to Speed Freak, but it is fumbled by Fluffy. Fluffy with the recovery passes it up to Working Goal. Working Goal making his way across court. And he just fumbled a pass to Fluffy on the pillar. No one was really in scoring position. He had no one really there to pass it to. Monkey with the recovery. Dodging through cage, but still fumbled by Dragon Slayer, proving to be a formidable fullback for the ID. The ball is recovered by Fluffy and passed back to Working Goal. Working Goal takes the upper choke into the goal room, and he passes up to Fluffy, but Fluffy just gets owned with a wall of spider mines and can't help but fumble. Speed Freak with the recovery after a little fur ball there, making his way across the court. He's in the goal room now, but he fumbles to Bork. Monkey picks it back up again and tries to get it past Bork, but can't quite make it. The ball is recovered by Working Goal. who passes up to Fluffy. Fluffy's having a little trouble there. Fluffy tries to pass it back up to Working Goal, but he hits the fence and the ball lands on the platform where it is snatched up by Speed Freak. 2 minutes left in the second round. Pollock moving into the goal room and right past Bork to Monkey waiting in the goal. Here you can see they're in perfect scoring position already. Monkey already on his way to the goal, past Bork. Fluffy wins the race. And he tries to pass up to Speed. He tries to pass to somebody, but it's just plucked right out of the air by Speed Freak. Ooh, almost a very nice cross-court pass to Monkey, but it is fumbled on a wall. Pollocky with the recovery. Working Goal picks it up for the ID. Moves out of the choke, back across court. He's just hanging out in the middle for a second, and he makes his move once his team is in scoring position. But they just fumble a pass, and now BS has the ball. Speed Freak racing into the end of the goal room. Bork still waiting there diligently in the goal. Effortlessly blocks their score. There's a little fur ball. Speed Freak comes away with the ball, but ends up squeezing right in between Bork and the goal. For the fifth run by the Brussels Sprouts. Both teams are proving to be very formidable forces at this point. BS is just putting up the better fight on offense, getting more points. Working Goal passes back to Fluffy. Fluffy's just kind of hanging around at the back of the goal room. Nobody's really in scoring position and they end up fumbling. Speed Freak with the recovery for BS. Going across the court, meets a few Spider Mines, and is fumbled by Bork. Working Goal picks it up for the ID and makes his way back. Amp just stops him in his tracks and passes the ball to Monkey. Monkey gets caught up on the pedestal there in the middle, but he's back on top of it, passing up to Speed Freak. Bork with the save right there. And can he hold him off? Yes, he can hold him off for just one more second. So far the game is tilted very much in the Brussels Sprouts' favor, but it's not too late for ID to make a comeback. Ball on the center pedestal again, both teams racing from their goal rooms. And Monkey comes away with it. He meets plenty of resistance in the ID goal room, being fumbled by Bork. Bork catches a pass, passes up to Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer with a nice pass across the goal room, up to Fluffy, up to Working Goal. Working Goal now in the Brussels Sprouts goal room. He fumbles the ball to a wall of Spider Mines. Fluffy with the pickup, but he just tosses it right to Hamp. Hamp to Speed Freak. Speed Freak to Pollock. And Pollock fumbles on the ball. Pollock with the recovery though quickly. His pass is blocked by Bork. And there's a little fur ball wherein Working Goal comes away with the ball. And Fluffy with the run on Hamp. This could be what the ID need to boost their morale just enough and start making that comeback. Looks like BS has a little trouble picking up the ball, but Monkey eventually comes away with it. Dragon Slayer and Bork are waiting there to meet him as always. They have a little bit of trouble getting around Bork, but eventually, I guess they fumble it in. By some miracle, the ball made it past all of their defense. Working Gull comes away with the ball for the ID. Meets a lot of resistance at the Brussels Sprouts goal room. At the Brussels Sprouts choke. Pollock comes away with the ball into the ID choke, which is virtually abandoned. Save for Dragon Slayer and Bork as always. And he just throws it right over Bork's shoulder to Speed Freak for another run. Fluffy quickly picks up the ball for the ID and races into the goal room, dodging all of their defenses, but he fumbles to Fluffy. Speed Freak comes away with it. Speed Freak meeting the regular resistance, and it just proves to not be enough for the ID. He ends up scoring another run for Brussels Sprouts, bringing the score up to 52 to 14. Working Gull with the ball. ID has another chance here, but he just gets caught on the ramp, and he's losing a lot of time. He passes up to Fluffy. Fluffy just can't make it past him. Speed Freak comes away with the ball for BS. Speed Freak races across the court, meets a few spider mines, and he tries to pass it up, but he can't quite make it. Pollock has the ball again, but passes it right to Bork. Bork passes it to Working Gull. Working Gull gets stuck on a pole in the middle, fumbles on another pole, passing to Fluffy, but he's got the ball right back again, but he's still just getting himself caught. He passes up to Fluffy, but Fluffy is just met with resistance, and he fumbles. Monkey picks up the ball for BS. Monkey gets stuck on the lower tunnel, and he tries to pass up to somebody, but it looks like he fumbled. Working Gull snatches up the ball. There he is getting caught again, and he fumbles to Speed Freak. And there's a little furball here going on. Nobody can quite seem to hang on to the ball. Fluffy eventually comes away with it for the ID. Meeting quite a lot of resistance, but that's not stopping him. He passes up to Working Gull, but Working Gull unfortunately fumbles it to Hamp, and Fluffy has just been killed! My goodness. Bork stops another run by the Brussels Sprouts, but the Brussels Sprouts aren't having any of it, and they just keep going at it. Speed Freak fumbles the ball, and it's just hanging around. They can't seem to clear it from the goal room until Working Gull picks it up. Now he's on his way out to the other side. Down one team member. It doesn't look good for them for the next 45 seconds, but maybe they can pull something off. Working Gull fumbles a pass to Dragon Slayer. Monkey picks it up, and he races back to the enemy goal room. Met with the usual resistance of Dragon Slayer and Bork, his teammates are already there, soaking up bullets and mines. But it doesn't help them any, and they fumble the ball on second cage. Working Gull snatches it up for the ID. He's going for another score. Let's see how well this works out with just himself, really. Amazingly, he dodges right past Hamp into the goal with 7 seconds left in the round, with one teammate dead. Speed Freak with the ball for BS, but they just cannot make it in 7 seconds. Fluffy, meanwhile, having been revived by the paramedics, thankfully. There is a reason they call this the galaxy's most violent sport. It just wouldn't be Smashball if somebody didn't die. Ball's on the center platform for the final time. And Working Gull again wins the race for the ID. He can't get it past Hamp, and he fumbles. Speed Freak picks it up for BS again. And he's dodging out across the court to Monkey. Monkey meets a few Spider Mines. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to hold on. So he passes up to Speed Freak, who amazingly just squeezes right through Bork for yet another run for the Brussels Sprouts. Working Gull with the ball again. Already in the enemy goal room, meeting too much resistance. He just cannot convert. Monkey comes away with the ball to the ID goal room, dodging a few Spider Mines along the way, but he still gets hammered by Bork. Working Gull saves the ball for the ID, tries to run it back to the goal room, passes up to Fluffy. Fluffy meeting some resistance out there, but he just cannot get it past Hamp. Pollock passes back to Monkey. Monkey up to Pollock. Pollock to Monkey. And Monkey fumbles. Working Gull with the save again for the ID. Working Gull fumbles to Speed Freak, and there's a fur ball in the gutter. Fluffy comes away with it quickly into Hamp's goal room. Looked like he tried to pass it up, but he just couldn't quite make it. Speed Freak comes away with the ball again into the enemy goal room, meets a few Spider Mines, but dodges them quite expertly right into the ID goal. You can see only one Spider Mine really made contact out of the whole cloud that was chasing him. Score is now 66-21 in favor of the BS. And time is quickly running out for the ID to make any kind of comeback. Hamp converts the ball to Pollocky. Pollocky up to Monkey. Monkey fumbles on the fence. Monkey with the pickup scores a shot right over Bork's head. Three minutes left in the round, the final round, and it just doesn't look good for the ID at this point. Working Gull saves the ball again for the ID. He meets a rocket to the face. And it definitely works against him as he tries to sweep the Spider Mines. Speed Freak with the pickup. Dodges the Spider Mines waiting for him. But he fumbles on the fence. Speed Freak saving the ball again. Passes right to Bork. Bork with a nice interception there. Up to Dragon Slayer. Up to Working Gull. Working Gull trying to make his way around the center of the court. Passes up to Fluffy, who's already way ahead of him. Fluffy maneuvers around the goal room, but it looks like he just can't find anyone to pass to and fumbles. Speed Freak comes away with the ball for BS again. Speed Freak is all up and down the goal room, passes to Monkey, passes to Pollock, but they just can't score this time. Monkey saves the ball and he's going in for another try, but he fumbles again to Bork. It appears somebody else has died on the Iskandar Dragoons. I missed who. But it does not look good for them. It must have been Fluffy again. The ID are again down another player with less than a minute and a half remaining in the final round. Working Gull has also just died! Speed Freak comes away with the ball. This is going to be the best chance they have for an easy score. Someone has been knocked out, and they just can't quite hold on to the ball. The entire Brussels Sprouts team has been knocked out, and Dragon Slayer is trying to go for the score himself, but he just can't quite get it through. And Hamp has left his goal room. He is running up on Bork, who is also out of his goal, and scores! A beautiful goalie-on-goalie battle that is so uncommon for this game. It's such a risky move, but it paid off for the Brussels Sprouts. That is a very favorite tactic by Bork. Let's see if he adopts it here in the last 45 seconds of the game. Speed Freak has the ball for the Brussels Sprouts. He is in the ID goal room, but he cannot score. 30 seconds left on the clock. Fluffy comes away with the ball for the ID. Up to Working Gull. Working Gull in the BS goal room. He can't quite make it around Hamp. Hamp with the ball up to Pollock. Fluffy has been knocked out, it appears. Pollock with a very close cross-court pass to Monkey. Monkey for the final score, but Bork catches it, running it away from the goal, leaving the final score at 76-21. Both teams put up a good fight, more so in the final round. 2 deaths on the Iskandar Dragoon team. That was quite literally the nail in the coffin for this game. They were already down by several points. And at that point, with 45 seconds left on the clock, by the time they got both their players back, there just wasn't enough time to save the game.